Hi there, my name is Libertee and I am the makeup artist and co-owner of Pure Form Salon Studio. Today we're starting a series of videos that are being shot to help our client be able to know how to do these looks in your own home, to take what we're teaching you and to replicate. Simple, easy ways to bring your holiday look together. So we're just cleaning up her eyebrows here. She's got a really good shape. We're just gonna pronounce them a bit more. You want to make sure you don't take your eyebrows too thin because that can really age you really quickly. All I'm doing is just reiterating her arch by having an eyebrow customized to your bone structure. It sure makes you look younger, brighter. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have a nice clean brow space, we're going to start her makeup. You want to start with a nice clean palette, meaning a great foundation space. So all the makeup that I'm using today is the Jane Airedale brand. It's all mineral based. It's got a lot of mica and titanium in it, which are two minerals that reflect the light really well. So it gives you the illusion of very good skin. Something else that's really important is making sure we have an SPF in our product. The sun is so strong right now, it's really harmful for our skin. So you can see I'm just putting a nice thin layer of this BB cream all over. So now that we've got a nice thin layer of this BB cream, we're gonna come in and just powder her. The BB cream is considered Jane's full coverage makeup, so you don't want to put too much. By putting the powder, we're just going to give it a nice set. So the look that we're going to be doing today is a really quick holiday look, especially with Christmas parties coming up. They're generally happening after work and we don't have a lot of time to get ready for them. So this is something that you can quickly do in the office bathroom or in your own bathroom, but have it done really quick. So we're gonna do the classic red lip that everybody asks for over the holidays. When you're doing a very strong lip, you wanna make sure you keep it really simple with your eyes. So what we're doing is we're starting with a nice base. This eyeshadow is called Bone, and we're applying this from the brow bone right to the lash line, so all over. It's a nice quick sweep. Same on the other side. Okay, the next step is we're coming in with a black eyeliner. Now, when you're coming in with the black eyeliner, a lot of women make the mistake of going over the entire eye, but we don't want to do that. We want to start everything in the center. Very small dashes. Now, these small dashes are going to soften the lash line and enhance. You want a nice smooth transition, and you work your way to the corner. Something that's really big this holiday season is a little bit of a cat eye. So we're just going to drag that liner just a little bit further than the actual lid. Same thing on the other side. A huge mistake women make is they take their eye and they pull it and then they put the eyeliner on, which is like the worst thing you can do, because as soon as you let go of the eye, your lid is a different shape. But you start with this tight canvas that you've pulled across your face, and then you let go and the makeup is kind of all over the place. We're coming in with a dark eyeshadow and we are going to smooth, same thing right over top, giving it a really nice smooth. We're starting a little bit before it, so there's a nice smooth transition like we talked about. So just a little bit before, so it makes sense. And open. Perfect. Now we get that strong Audrey Hepburn look. Same thing on the other side. So a really good way to do the pull of the cat eye is never take it further. If you were to connect the corner of your eye to your eyebrow, never take it further than there, because as soon as you pull that line a little bit too far, you're going to make your eye look droopy. So you want to go follow the line up to the eyebrow. Same on the other side. Up to the eyebrow. Open. All right. Close. Now, an easy way to make this look just look a little bit more dramatic and very holiday-ish is to come in with some single eyelashes. People seem to think these are really hard to put on, but they're actually quite easy. You just focus on the center of the lash line out to the corner. Okay, so what you want to do into your ginormous pile of glue, you dab a little bit on the end and apply the lash. Now when you're applying these, the biggest mistake people make is they put them on straight. So like they come in straight this way, but what you want to actually do is come at a 45-degree angle. You want to go with the growth of the actual lash. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it right into the root of her own eyelashes to create the thickness and to make it look real. The glue that you want to use is clear. Like this one, as you can see as I put it on, you see a little bit of white, but that dries to a clear spot. And what you want to do, like when you're doing this in the bathroom or wherever you're doing this, in your car, hopefully not, but what you want to do is make sure that you already have mascara on, because I find that it blends a little bit easier. Obviously, if you're doing a fresh makeup look, it's great because you can start from fresh. But generally, when you're doing a quick application for a party, you've already have makeup on. So by adding these to mascara, it already looks nice. There's about, I would say, 8 pieces there. These are a lot nicer to use than the actual strips, because the strips, the corners kind of lift up and they're very heavy. These, they kind of blend right in. You can't feel them. And they look fantastic. They're much more believable because there's no line along the lashes. These just take some practice. They look like they would be hard, but they're not. And obviously you want to try and make them look the same. All right, so we'll just let that dry for a couple seconds. So this is before we put the mascara on. We can see the difference, but once you put the mascara on, it finishes the look a lot. Okay, so when you put your mascara on, you want to wiggle and roll. And when I say wiggle and roll, you want to deposit the majority of the product at the root of the lash. And by wiggling, it gets right in between all those hairs. So be aware that those eyelashes, the glue is strong, but not super strong. So you need to put the mascara on carefully. So wiggle, wiggle, wiggle right at that root. And I'm actually putting some mascara a little bit on top of the lash. Side, same thing. Here. Wow. So we've just created a whole lot of drama with not very much product because of those eyelashes. Now the next thing you're going to want to do, and I think that this really, really makes the look, is by coming in and rimming the waterline on the bottom of the eye. So this is going to tickle, okay? You get your look up to the ceiling, and we're coming in right in there. And you want to kind of squish it right into the lash line. It really brings out the drama of the color of the iris of the eye and the whites of the eye. And then once you get it on there, I'm going to get you to close your eyes and kind of squeeze your eye. And what that does, by squeezing it, it gets the rim that we've just created on the bottom up onto the top waterline. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so now there's a couple other steps just to bring out the colors, or to bring out the finished look of this, is we are going to fill her eyebrows. So we're coming in with a brunette eye color. And we are filling. So we're going to fill that shape that we've just created, that nice arch. So up the arch, down the arch. Whatever's left in the brush, we're going to come into the head of the brow. Up the arch, down. Whatever's left. Okay. Now to really bring out this look, we're going to come out in with a highlighter right under the brow. This is just like a, kind of like a, it's actually called an eye highlighter stick. So we're coming right under the arch of the brow. Make sure we blend that really well. Same thing over here. So right in here, it feels super awkward, but it looks great. Same the other way. There. Awesome, that looks beautiful. Okay, so that's a finished eye for this look. Now we're gonna come in with a blush. I think the biggest mistake that women make with blushes is that as at 5-year-old we were told, everybody put your blush on the apple of your cheeks. Well, that doesn't work if you don't have an apple in your cheek. So you have really pretty angles, so we're gonna be working with the angles. So basically you're gonna apply your blush underneath the bone and blend up onto the bone. And I'm kind of taking it into the temple and creating a C. By doing that, we're basically kind of shaping her face. Now, if you feel like you put a bit too much on, don't worry, come back with a brush that has nothing on it and just kind of blend it around. Perfect. All right. So now I'm just going to touch up her powder before we start her lips, just in her T-zone area. And look up to the ceiling, just to make sure if there's any fall off that we're getting it. Perfect. Okay. So red lip, everybody is scared to wear because it's bright. But what we're going to do is we're going to use a liner and a lipstick. Now by doing this, your lipstick will stay on longer. So we're going to actually follow the shape of her mouth rather than going over her lip line. We're going exactly on it. People always say, well, red is too bright for me. It looks horrible. As long as you're picking the right red. As you can see, she has a lot of blue tones in her skin and her eyes. So the red that we're using is a little bit more blue-based. Okay, so now that we've outlined her lip, I'm going to fill it in very lightly, almost small feather-light movements, just to get a bit of the liner on the lip. Now we're coming in with a lipstick color called Carrie. All of the Jane lip products are digestible. They've got cinnamon, mint, and ginger in it to work on freshening your breath. And the ginger and the mint just create a very small amount of blood flow to the mouth that kind of helps increase your pout, gives you a bit of a plump. All right, now we're just gonna kind of come back with that liner to touch it up again. When you're using a liner, it just makes a nice edge on the lip. I'm just going to get you to open your mouth to make sure everything is connected. She's ready for our party.